So is mine. And we're live, I think. Wow, that's the wrong one. There we go. Now we're here. I accidentally went to the map. Hi, my eyes don't work today. Hey everyone, and welcome back. We have finally returned after a hefty break due to bodies. To our Dragon Age campaign in Darkness and Brightness. We're in episode 10. But Freddy's on vacation. That's about it. And everyone else is here and ready to get going. So Emma, if you wanna start us off, if you're feeling up to it for intros.
Yeah, I certainly can. Hi everyone, how's it going? I apologize for my. I don't know if my voice sounds different, feels different. But I am in recovery from COVID. Yeah, I am the GM for today. Very excited to be back. And my awkward question for you all is: does your character have any phobias? And if you feel like sharing, do you have any phobias? I myself, I guess you could call it a phobia. I have a phobia of moths and daddy longlegs and things that fly in your personal space. It freaks me out to the point that I kind of, 404. I stop functioning until somebody gets out of the room. So if you ever see me freaking out on stream and trying not to say anything, it's probably because there's a moth in my room. But that's me.
Hi everyone, my name is Satan. I use she, they pronouns. Today I'll be playing Bella, our city elf rogue. She uses she, her pronouns. And she phobias. God, I didn't think about this for her. I think she has like a I don't, oh God. I know my phobia, which is I do not like going into the ocean. I do not like things touching me in the ocean. I will freak out. Even if it's tiny fish, even if I can see it, I will freak out. Even if it's algae, I will run away. I do not like it. I go to the beach. I put my feet in the little shoreline and I sit on the sand. That's it. For her, I think, shit. I would, you know what? I will say she doesn't like, she has a phobia of like, I'm going to do something silly, like very, very small bugs that can get into like nooks and crannies because she doesn't like the feeling of like bugs crawling all over her. I'll say that.
Hello everyone, I'm Gambit. I'll be playing Arlen, or Big Mountain Man, today. And Arlen is afraid of open seas. As seen on the boat, he doesn't know why he's so afraid of the sea. It's like a big expanse of emptiness, filled with
That's
dread.
terrifying.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know why he's
afraid of the void. I don't
terrifying
know.
No.
Exactly. He doesn't know why he's afraid of that. But you one day will conquer his fear and hopefully get Freddy went to talk to whales for him.
Yeah.
As for myself, I'm not quite sure what I'm deadly afraid of. It's gonna come up at some point. It'll surprise me.
You'll figure it out in life.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess it's me. Hey everyone, I'm Val. This is my channel. If you hear banging in my background, I apologize. It's a sunny day here in Vancouver, and I don't know if y'all know how rare that is in March. So the roofers are there, kind of thing. I'm playing Robin, our dwarf rogue. As far as their phobias, Robin doesn't have any phobias because every fear that Robin has is completely rational in this world. Like. Okay. A straight up like the only one that she might have had before would have been the sky, because like most dwarves, but it's not necessarily like a phobia, it's more just like an anxiety that she would have had in her youth, because it also was revealed that Robin is pushing 40 a couple episodes ago. Like I think that canonly we said she was like 38. so she's a grave cradle robber. But as far as me and like my any irrational fears that I have, since moving to Canada, I have definitely developed a level of agoraphobia that I didn't know exist. In that I don't like, especially with my eyesight kind of going away, it's like there are just some places that I don't like going alone. If I have a place, if I have a goal and I've been there before and I'm going to see people, I'm good kind of in this city, right? Like if it's within my vicinity. But if I have to go somewhere new by myself, no, I'm good. Like, kind of
That's
thing.
fair.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah, so I've definitely, and of course, the whole plague didn't help
Oh.
that. So that's my I have legitimate levels of agoraphobia. That being said, yeah, this is a viewer affected game. You can affect the game with your bits, subs, and donations. Every 100 biddies give us a reroll. Whenever you subscribe to the channel, you can give us a critical success in this game, which is a full 6-point stunt success. And if you donate money, $5 or more, you can give us all focus points, which we only supposed to get when we level up, but not today. You can pay for us to have focus points. And if you give us $10 or more, you can create an NPC with their class, race, and their name. Yeah, we had a kobold.
We do. Kobold called Cheez-Its, even though they don't exist in the Dragon Age world, but he exists.
They do now.
They do now. They in that very
egg from
particular little cave.
Yeah.
There is a kobold, and his name is Cheez-It.
And he
Made it
sold
happen.
Robin an egg. That was a dragon egg, and Bella got
Yeah.
really excited and convinced her to keep it so that it could be trained.
Yeah.
very
It's a thing that's happening, and we're happy to be here. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'm done. So if you'd like to play a game, let's go.
Let's do this. Yeah. So the last session was a nice roleplay heavy on the road kind of deal. They were traveling from Denerim, which is in the east of Ferelden, all the way to the west of Ferelden to get into the Frostback Mountains and visit Arlen's family. Hopefully, provided everyone's still alive. On the road, there was a very interesting conversation between Robin and Faywin about whether or not Faywin wants to fuck Lara, is how it began. To which the answer was no. No, because he I guess feels more like family, I believe was the main concerned thing by the end. But it did end into just kind of leveling with each other, and the fact that sometimes they both find it difficult to talk to one another and relate, but when they do, it's nice and special. So it was a beautiful moment. We then arrived in Redcliffe, which is a well-visited place for those who've played the games. And they were visiting some mages, as well as just checking in on dwarven merchants to figure out what's going on with a sword. You learned the sword's pretty badass. And what did you name it?
The dragon?
No, the sword.
Oh, I don't think we like named it. Like we just got the stats for it, so like there's no name for it yet. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you named it. Which you've given on loan to Arlen, as it is a big two-handed hefty boy. There was lyrium potions handed over to the mages, and just generally checking in on how they're doing. It seems that a number of the mages had made their way to Haven for the meeting that was to happen, and consequent explosion that ended up happening. They did know a lot of people that had gone there. They suspect people that they knew had gone, but they revealed a few things that we didn't know, such as there are a lot of mages who have gone into Orlais, the ones who believe that the circle should remain. King Alistair is allowing these mages to just hang out in Redcliffe for now. Those of us know when we played Inquisition, it doesn't necessarily lean out that way. And Faywin also learned that his ex-beau of sorts, the mage Jacob, did go with the group that went to the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He is not sure if he has survived or not. It's suspected because he wasn't like super important. He's maybe survived. We're not sure. He also had a very touching conversation with his spirit friend that nobody knows exists. And learned that his Templar that tormented him is the one that's ended up in the fucking Fade. As one does. We finished up though. I kept going on the road. Made our way towards the Frostbacks. It's a bit of a trek. They leave the horses in a place that is safe instead of taking them up the mountainside. It does definitely get colder. And eventually you crest up into a small hanging valley. And you can see ahead of you on the path the hold of Arlen. It is home for you, and I imagine it feels pretty strange being back, honestly.
Oh, yes.
But it looks just as you left it, for the most part. It doesn't seem like there's any obvious damage from the explosion. You're far enough away that not the entirety of the village know that you're there, but you are on the approach and can see a few of the usual guards that hang out on the entrance. So you can choose, should you wish, to have a conversation with your friends before going in, or you can just approach these guards. How are you handling that, Arlen?
I believe I already had a bit of a conversation about how my father blames me for the death of my mother.
Yes, so
and
you gave some. There was a nice little Arlen lore dump right at the end of the session. That's correct.
Yes.
Arlen,
Yes.
is there a way that we should specifically greet your people, or not to say, or ways we should act or not act? Because that would be great to know. I would hate to piss off one of your big burly clanmates and get thrown off a rock.
I don't believe you'll get thrown off a rock. I don't think my people have any kind of
thrown at my house. I've heard that somewhere.
defenestration. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. No, as far as I know, we're in good standing with dwarves. We are of the same kin.
I'm an elf.
I was not done. However, as far as humans, everyone are lowlanders to us, but
That's
humans
fair.
sometimes are less appreciated. As far as elves, we really don't see a lot of elves up in the mountains.
So are me and your girlfriend going to be a novelty?
Yeah, there's a chance. Yes, you might have a throng of kids who are just going to be gathering around you and are going to ask you as many questions as their mouth can spout out in a moment. But as far as I know,
Marius is much like that. That's all right.
As far as I know, everything is okay. The last thing that I know is the big round thing in the sky happened, and they're probably a bit more on the defensive.
Yeah,
because speaking of which, around town, do we see any kind of sign of battle? Was there anything like that?
Roll me a perception check.
While he rolls that, GM,
I'd
is
say
Cheryl's...
sense of the choice, but most likely visual. I don't think you're going to be sniffing out battle. Sorry, what was your question there,
is Cheryl still with us?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know if he had stayed with...
And Siobhan is still with See, this is why the dark modes kind of annoy me, because I can't see the text, because they make the text white, but the box is white. I'm just going to put it on light mode. Normally, here we go, I am a dark mode stan, because it's just, I've got astigmatism, and dark mode is just easier on the eyes. However,
I can see it all right in dark mode, or is it
Roll
maybe because
20,
I have?
well, it's the box
Oh,
white, but the text changes to white because it's dark mode, so then it's white on white.
I already have a dark mode for like all my browsers, so that actually changes the inside of the box to the same
Ah.
gray.
It doesn't.
Yeah. No.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, here we are.
And to answer your question, I got a 10.
You got 10. Fabulous. You can't really see any obvious signs of battle. No.
Okay.
There are some people out and about, it seems like. But obviously, again, you're far enough out of it that a couple people might have noticed that there's folks up at the top peak part. But most seem to be going on about their daily life. You'll need to actually go into the camp to get their attention. But no signs of battle.
Okay.
And I believe, yeah, because Siobhan's still with you guys, isn't she?
Yeah.
So Siobhan and Sharo are still there.
So Siobhan, Sharo, and I will all be quite novelties. Okay.
Perhaps, yeah.
Mayhaps.
Mayhaps. Okay.
And if
was,
some... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say there was also a small dump that you would have been there for, Bella, that they're actually going to be super cool with Robin, because the dwarves and the Avar are, like, tight.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, children of the...
Yeah, so the point
The
the dwarves
earth.
are actually in their
Mhm.
creation story. Yeah, the dwarves are part of that. They're very much broskies. So, do you approach? Do you head in?
Absolutely. Are we all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, careful. It's pretty steep going down, and I'll open the march. I'll help Shanae in case she needs any kind of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Pun not intended.
Oh. Yeah, you can head in. The girls will do their duty of holding up their hands and weapons ready just to halt you. You're definitely a group of, to them, outsiders.
Mhm.
Let's see. I'll say one of them takes a moment and kind of looks at you, Arlen.
Mhm.
Frowns, head tilts, hand to the mouth. Arlen?
Do I recognize him?
Yeah, he's did his growing up with you, is maybe a few years younger.
Mhm.
But you do recognize him. He's called Miles.
Miles.
So he's definitely taller and broader than last you saw him.
Is he taller than me though?
No. And he's got good beard growing. He's dark haired. He's got that nice dark almost black hair and beard. With some pleating going on at the front.
I'm gonna hide behind Arlen. Not like hiding, but just I imagine it's Arlen and then like Val behind him just
I'm going to take a deep look into his eyes. Seem you've grown shorter than last time I've seen you.
He'll bring you in for a big hug.
Oh, absolutely. It's gonna be a big hug, big back tap, pat, and
big bro hug.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Our beards touch, and it's amazing.
Intertwine the beard hair.
It's a moment of communion.
Yeah. How long has it been, man?
It's been about 10 years.
Did you say it's been a while?
It's been a while.
I did not say that. Yeah,
I know. I
yeah,
said,
it's
would
bad.
you say it's been a
Oh.
while?
No. Oh, you've brought quite the eclectic bunch.
But my friends.
All right, you
Hello.
can't say small.
I'm gonna step aside so he sees who's behind me.
There's just a voice from behind us.
Yeah.
Sup?
I've seen smaller. So, hey. Well,
You've seen smaller.
I'm pretty sure at this point I might have to report in to. I have notes. Let's see who's in charge here.
Let's see who's in charge here.
I think it would be I would have to report back to. Is Vegeta still the thing? She's still
Vegeta.
No,
Vegeta.
Brigida. No. Did I misspell that?
It's
B-I-R. Brigida. Pardon me. Yes. Listen, I can go.
See the Prince of all FR.
Okay, how much is this to create an NPC again?
$10.
$10.
Okay. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, no, she's still in charge. Going strong. Yeah, I guess you would need to report in, huh?
Yeah.
Are you coming back? Is this a visit?
It's a visit. It's a visit.
Oh, okay.
Especially since I point out, since this happened, I have been worried about home. But I take a look behind us and I see either we've been spared or you guys have been very good at disposing of whatever's left.
We haven't had issues in the hold itself. There's been some problems out with places that we hunt. You can speak to them about it.
Okay.
Are you staying the night? Are you all?
I want to say that real quick that Bella has trained their dragon, which I don't know if we've named yet, to just lay across her shoulders like a cat, like a little ferret.
Aww. We will stay the night. That's for sure. I just don't know what the accommodation is gonna be like. Is he still kicking?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to strike up a conversation. That's for sure.
There's just a little small elven hand on the back of Arlen's pat.
Well, you have a lot of conversations to have, so.
Yes.
A supportive dragon tail pat.
I'll take that too.
It's nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna step aside and motion everyone. I'm sorry. This is Miles, a great friend of mine whose sole job is to prevent us from, prevent evil from coming into town.
Well, you're doing a bang up job.
And this is Bella, Robin. I'm gonna motion toward Faywin.
Yes. Cardboard cutout, just.
I'll take.
Hello.
Hi, Zuko here. Just pulling out all those references today. Shit.
Yeah.
And I know there's Shanae's there. Who else as far as Sharo?
Oh, this is Andrew. She's great. And this is, we haven't named them yet. That's a little baby dragon.
Oh, Name this dragon.
What did you name the cat again?
The cat's
Bird
name is Magpie, but she's not here. She's with my dad. This is Finch.
Right. Oh yes, that's right. The stone child.
We have a dragon and a stone child. It's fine. Don't worry about us.
So looks like just kind of looks at this dragon and like thinks for a second.
Little burp of electricity.
What if just ooh and like just kind of squats and like starts to think because this is so important because naming things is just super important to Robin for some reason. We should name them Sparrowhawk.
Okay.
And
This
this
is
is Sparrow.
Sparrowhawk.
Also, I don't know if you've seen the Dragonlings in Dragon Age, but I'm impressed if you're carrying that on your shoulders.
I'm not carrying this on my shoulder.
They're-
I don't know how big they are. I'm thinking cat size.
They're
Hold
like a Labrador, I
Yeah.
guess, big size.
So eventually
Slightly
you'll be able to
meteor.
ride them.
Meteor.
You gave the dinosaurs more muscles than sorry.
This is Sparrowhawk riding next to Bella. It's like a dog and a dragon dog.
I see a
Probably
theme
just
going on.
Slightly smaller than
Yeah.
Sandro. Well, I feel like it is my job to ask: are any of them going to be a problem in the village?
They are. Listen, Andrew is the best trained dog you can ever find. Sparrowhawk, we are working on it. But they are trying really hard.
Finch has their own agency, so you should ask them.
Oh,
Fish is they're so lovely.
Finch waves.
If they have their own agency, I'd like to think I don't have to worry about them being a threat to the village.
Bella's gonna be like, look, Sparrowhawk, sit. I don't know if they're actually gonna do it.
Roll a persuasion roll.
oh boy, I
I'm
didn't see
good.
that.
That's difficult.
Hey.
Don't forget, you have auto crits.
Total 20 with a 6-point crit.
They look confused, and there's a moment where
That's the butt.
like it ends up sitting down, and you're not sure if it's just sitting down because it's been waiting a while, or whether it's following your instruction because it doesn't understand your language.
No.
But it hesitates for a moment and then sort of.
Okay.
But
I'll give it the little dry meat as a treat.
okay.
With a glove on.
Okay.
All those
You know
teeth,
what?
huh?
You've given me the promises, so I will let you deal with our thing and how she feels about all of this.
So leash
Good luck.
for Sparrowhawk.
I hope they don't cause any damage. Please.
Me too.
Welcome to the Frostfangs.
Welcome
you.
home.
Yeah.
It's lovely. Very cold. It's so fucking cold. No, it's apparently no.
You're already walking away from him, but he'll make that comment as you're passing by. Mm-hmm. I would say yes and yes. The reason that we would know is because suns do rise and fall. So that naturally, and you can track things with shadow. Like we were able to figure out the Earth was round millennia ago. Millennia ago, everyone. We've regressed with people thinking it's flat.
I was muted.
Yeah. As to whether I think as a general population, your smart people will definitely know. Your commoner maybe hasn't ever had to really think about that.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily something. Not. We're not at a point where everybody goes to school yet in this world, but
definitely all the mages are probably well aware of it.
Oh yeah. Anyone that attends the University of Relay and even just your basic schools in Denerim probably do. Your nobility probably get that sort of teaching. But
Baywin is the one that told us the Earth was round. It's like, what the fuck, really?
What, you didn't know?
He told me something different.
Do I look like I went to school?
I mean,
I
I
grew
just
up in the streets.
I mean,
I'm lucky I'm not illiterate.
I mean, I was homeschooled, but you know, like I guess it's just when you live inside the crust of the earth, uh, you think about it differently, I suppose.
Yeah.
Listen, the
You know,
the percentage of illiterate elves, it's
My-
way too high. It's a problem.
so it was really funny. Like, my dad told me this story once. I don't know if it's true. Told me a story about how dwarves thought that they could like get to the other side of the world if they just dug a hole like deep enough. They would just come out on the other end. And they learned very quickly that's not the case. I don't know if that's a true story, but you know, it's just one of those like bedtime stories that you know parents.
I feel like there'd be so much more lava just because it went down and there was so much lava.
There is a lot of lava inside of the earth. Yeah, it's just again, you would think it's further away from the sun. It never touches.
What if
it. It would
we're
be
on
cold
the
down there.
opposite?
Nope. We're just in this whole opposite thing. With the closer we get
I
to the
don't
sun,
know
the
how
colder
this
it gets.
works.
I don't understand.
Does that mean that there's a sun inside the planet?
That was the most himbo thing I've ever heard come out of your mouth. I slow clap. I have to mad respect for that movement.
I don't know. We haven't gotten
The
like
logic
all
is
the way
flawless.
inside. Yeah,
You
we
really
haven't
said
got-
I'm a himbo today.
We should
Love it.
we should try. We should see if there's like a lava sun inside. Does that
I
mean
don't
the
know.
sun is made out of lava?
Listen,
It's
I
only
don't want to
logical.
try because last time we went deeper into the earth, we met a conscious, you know,
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm. Yeah. Maybe
architect
when, like,
or whatever.
there's only like 2 left, so maybe, you know, when things end, we'll start, you know, burrowing deeper into the earth when we're not afraid to anymore. But right now it's not a great idea. But yeah. The sun is lava.
It's not my job to figure those things out, so I have no inclination of going and digging.
Right, it doesn't have to be anyone's job, but I mean, like, aren't you kind of curious?
I'm also
Always.
curious about a giant big ass fuck of green shit in the sky. I'm not gonna go to it.
We're not.
We're not?
I'm not gonna go into it.
We're not.
I mean,
No.
I got all
Like,
this
yeah.
rope and a hook.
Yeah,
I thought
Robin
to be
is
close
just like
to it.
grinning ear to ear because she's clearly teasing Bella. Kind of thing.
Bella just ends up laughing with you. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. My sinuses, and like she just kind of like presses against her because I'm doing it in real life because my sinuses are
Method
fucked.
acting is fine.
I'm like, clear them out. Thank you. Like as we're here on the mountain. Nothing like cold mountain air to help you not breathe.
I smell
No offense,
goat.
Arlen. It's just really thin up
Feels
here,
like I'm
and I'm not.
breathing in
No, no,
nice.
that's quite all right. More than likely, the house, the town hall of sort, is still in the same spot it was before. I can easily recognize it.
Like a longhouse.
Yeah. I can't remember if I showed you guys the pictures.
Excuse me.
Hello? Handouts.
With the frost hang hole.
Yeah. Show to players.
That's us.
You can also see that the majority of people here are dressed thusly. It's a lot of hides and furs, and it's adorned with. There's a lot of red string and red thread in how it's created, and then there's various bones for design as well. So it's practical. They look very cozy.
Man, I wish I had some of that right now.
Are you cold?
You would know where to pick some up, Aaron.
I'm like 120 pounds wet.
Right, but we left and we made sure to buy the good clothes.
Oh no, yeah, I'm so cold, but like they look cozy. But I'm fine. No, I'm just listen.
It's a different type of cozy. Here's the thing: you could buy clothing for wearing in cold weather if you go into like First Nations culture or like listen, the way that they dress,
Like
traditional
Inuit?
dress, yeah, traditional
Oh, they're
dress
so
is
cozy.
so much cozier than anything you could buy. So you guys
Hmm.
have cozy clothes that you bought? Sure. Arlen, you would know. Nothing beats.
Good
Nothing
old
Like,
beats
hide.
traditional crafts.
Yeah, it's like I'm warm, I guess.
I'm not dying of hypothermia, however.
But I could be cozier, is what I'm saying. That's exactly what she says.
That's kind of, yeah, that's the vibe. Yep.
Okay.
So you can see the big main building. It is sort of nestled in towards the mounting side. You would know that that is where your Thane stays, as well as your Hold Beast.
I was looking forward to that one.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't have a handout of Atharan, but I did have a picture because I showed it to you. Let me go. Fetch. Sorry for the coughing, guys. But yeah, so you know where they are. You obviously know where the various practical buildings are, so things to go shopping, where you could go get food, where your dad stays, the old family home. One thing, you can do a perception check, as well as all of you could do this perception check actually.
Oh, 13 this time.
Let me do. I don't.
Just add Opharin into the habits.
Perception. Where's perception? Oh, searching or see. I always get those two mixed up. I will always ask you that. I'm
Searching
so
is
sorry.
looking for a lost thing. Seeing is using
So
your eyesight.
seeing is what you're asking for.
Yeah.
17.
Nice. Okay. What do we have? 17, 13. Is Robin doing a perception? You don't have to.
Oh, Robin's gone.
Oh, never mind. I did not see. Right. So, Arlen, it's maybe not something that you're particularly paying attention to. You're recognizing certain faces. You do see out and about is the Master of the Hunt, Egrot Stonehead. Let me just find his picture and I'm gonna start showing you. I've had these people saved up for a little while.
It's been a while.
There's Egrot.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dear God, okay.
I can't even. I don't know where their faces are.
Well, that's kind of the point. A lot of what he seems to be wearing,
that's true.
which at first it would look like armor, but the closer that you get, Bella, you would see this as well. It's like paint. It's a thick paint over the torso, and then there's like a headdress that has like fur over the shoulders, and then these big ass fucking horns.
One here looks so metal, Arlen.
Yeah. There's a few other people. You can see not the ogre. Sure, you'll see the Scald. Where are you? Sindira Night Song is out and about. So she's the Scald of your hold. Scalds are battle bards is the best way to put it. They write epic poetry about great deeds, and often can go and fight themselves because being present at the battle gives you the stuff to write about.
The juicy bits.
Yeah, but they take in stories from everyone, and they're sort of the lore keepers of your hold as well. They know all of the stories. They know all the people of note of legend, and how your hold got started and all that lovely stuff. So that's usually what your scald is in charge of.
Mm-hmm.
They're also the one that ends up deciding on people's legend marks, which replace your surnames when you have earned one, for good or for ill. Sometimes they're not good.
Don't piss off the bard, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, it's the whole village. Listen, if the whole hold, if you do something that is embarrassing or brings shame upon you, sometimes you will be named as such. But what you see, Bella, are two people who are walking together. You see a very tall, like as tall as Arlen, gentleman, and walking beside him is an elf.
Whoa, shit.
So he is tall. He's got long dark hair and a beard. It's not quite the big fool beard. It's a bit shorter of a crop. And his dress, while there's elements of it that are definitely seem traditional and blend in with the culture of where he is, there's elements that look a bit more almost lowlander in a way. And the elf is white hair. She's albino, the kind with amber eyes, rather than the pink eyes. And she's just slightly shorter than you. You can see them walking about like everyday kind of business. He's kind of carrying a basket that seems to be full of stuff.
Oh, and I thought you were the tallest. Also, there's another
What?
elf here.
I know. I'm just as surprised as you.
You
shorter than me. If she was that good, damn. It's like
once he's pointed out, you recognize him.
Mm-hmm.
He was someone that went missing a long time ago. Like you were still living here when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems he's back. Torsten Redhold. He was originally from a different hold, but his father and him moved into this hold after his mother had died. And they ended up moving here and settling in with you guys. You don't recognize the elf.
I mean, okay.
That's a surprise to you as well. Because she's just wondering about, like, she's part of
the town.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a desire to go talk to him because I know he was missing. All right, I'm gonna truck my way over to him.
Okay.
With my
who's
retinue.
behind? I don't know where else to go. Just gonna.
I'm just coming in here back from like taking this ibuprofen and seeing all these pictures, and I'm just like, Emma, who are all of these hot people?
Full of hotties, man. It's full of hotties.
There's so many hot people.
Yeah. So
Welcome to the Avar.
The master of the hunt, and Sindira is their scald. And then there's Torsten and this mystery elf.
So hot.
So you go marching up the others. I'm assuming you're like
Are you
trailing
trying to
behind,
make your steps longer, or what?
Okay, sorry. I'm going to reduce my step to allow people to be able to follow me. Sorry, I have long legs.
I know, but usually it's like 3 steps to your 1 step. Now it's like 5 steps to your 1 step. I think you're trying to like overcompensate a little bit.
I'm excited. I apologize.
I know, I'm just pulling your leg. If I could pull it, though.
I tried to pull Arlen's leg by the knee.
It tickled.
Okay.
Careful, I'm just gonna kick it.
Ow.
From behind.
Yes.
Oh, wow. You're not gonna make a face plant in part of this village. Oh man.
I mean, I'm okay with that. That'd be funny.
I'm sure to roll me a dexterity roll then.
Oh no! I like that was an in character like threat of teasing.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry.
It was a threat, not narration.
Yes. So you do approach
Yes.
with some side dialogue, but you get there. He'll stop and look at you with a confused face, and then look at your party with an even more confused face.
I know you, and this has been a very, very long time. Let me see. Torsten.
Yes.
I'm Arlen. Yeah. I'm going to extend my I'm going to wipe my hand off of imaginary crumbs, and I'm going to extend it for a handshake. My guess got.
Good to see you again. Are you?
I just came back. The last I've heard of you, you were not in the village. You disappeared.
Yes, that's correct. I was captured.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. I've been gone for about 10 years. I did not know the specifics of your return nor of your disappearance. I just knew that last I knew you were gone.
Yeah, I don't think anybody here knew what had happened exactly, but yes, I was captured by slavers. You heard of the Tevinter before?
In passing, I think. Now I'm afraid of learning about them. I feel like I'm going to have to learn about them very soon.
Well, it just makes like a ugh face.
That's fine.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, but took a long while to come back. Earn it. You would know the very concept of being captured or in binds or imprisoned brings great shame on you as an Avar, to the point that you have to bring about a great revenge on or justice to the person that had captured you, to try and regain your sense of pride and self. A lot of the times people would direct their prayers towards Hakon Winter's breath, because Hakon, while he is the god of winter, he is also the god of retribution and justice. So when people are going to war or fighting against something unjust, it is Hakon they turn to. So the fact that he'd been captured, you can understand what that would mean for him and your people. It makes you a bit of a pariah. But clearly, as he is here, he must have earned his way back.
I'm happy to see you back. I'm happy to see that you're back here.
Yeah, me too. It's a long time coming, but been here a few years.
I apologize if bringing this up is upsetting. I didn't mean it that way.
It was at the time, but I proved myself to the gods. So it does not bother me anymore.
In this case, would the phrase Hakon must have been with you or something like so apply in this case? Okay. In that case, I'm glad to see that Hakon was on your side and you were able to get. Not revenge is not the word I'm using. That they were able to get what came for them.
That they did. He looks down at the elf, who looks up at him, quirks an eyebrow, and just nods her head. This is Arwen.
Oh, and I'm going to make introductions once again.
She Narrows her eyes at you, not in like a mean way, just in a analyzing you kind of way.
Me or us?
You, I mean, everyone else as well, I guess, but you were the one that spoke to them, so.
I'm just going to give her my biggest, warmest smile.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, likewise. I'm going to reach out my hand.
Reach down.
Reach down, sorry.
Looks at it for a moment. Shakes your hand.
I just want to check first before I continue. Handshaking, is it a thing? Is it not a thing? Am I doing this wrong?
It's
Okay.
No, you're fine. You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
It's just high five out high fives.
Fist bump.
Exactly.
Yeah. So she'll shake it back.
Well, it was really nice to meet you both. Unfortunately, I believe I need to go see the thing. If I see you around, I can still buy you around.
You like to see a dragon?
Yes.
Yes.
There's like a confusion because normally this is something that you fight against. It's not normally something that you would be up close with. So, it's sort of like if in our real world someone's like, "Here is my bear," everyone would be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
It's not normally.
Bella's
something that
very
just
proud of
kinda
her,
comes in beside you.
of the group's dragon.
Yeah, it's okay if my alligator comes into the pub. I mean, it's just, you don't expect it to be a pet. It's not that it's impossible, but
They're not a pet; they're their own person. But you know,
it's not a pet. It's a. We're co-parenting.
co-parenting.
Yeah. It's we're raising it, to become its own self, so to speak. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Unorthodox.
Her name's Sparrowhawk.
Mm-hmm.
This is Andrew. Andrew is definitely just sitting there like a good girl. Yeah.
Well, so much of what has just happened, it was very unexpected. So, we'll save first drink is on me. Welcome back to the village, darling.
Oh shit.
I mean, I think we're always good for drinks here. That's for sure.
It's not really a place where you go to like a tavern and you buy drinks. Drinks are just there on offer because if you've been welcomed into the hold, then it's just kind of you're an agreed visitor. Yeah.
There's no like ale house. Like it's
yeah.
Mm.
So he'll nod and give a sort of the bro fist thing to you, Arlen. And the elf will give a little wave, Arwen.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll see you guys around. And we shall depart. Goodbye, guys.
bye.
Bye. It was nice
as
to
they
meet
walk away, you can see him leaning down. Like she's clearly got a couple of questions, so they can speak to each other as they're walking. But he really has to lean down because the size difference is ridiculous.
I
mean, we are pretty
questions.
Oh no, it'll be fine.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about. Because he's like, and then she's.
Yes. Are you asking how certain things work in this case?
Yeah. I mean,
I am also curious, but yeah, no, yeah. So I wasn't expecting to see an elf here.
Well, but that's good, Mingling of cultures. Are they? I'm assuming they're together.
They were out and about together. I would assume so.
I don't know, the way she kind of did that like thing where he knew, I think she's definitely the top.
Oh.
She did have top energy. She had mommy. Sorry, mommy. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Making conversation as we walk towards the plane.
That's we get to the door. We're still debating this. It would be an amazing introduction.
So you're heading to meet your Thane. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I get to the
Alright.
door.
Yeah. You can head inside the door. It's a large archway mostly. There is a way of closing it up, but it, for the most part, stays open all day. You head in. There's a large space in here. There's an area where there is a few tables and areas for people to sit down towards the front of this building.
Mhm.
As you go further in, there is a throne of sorts. Definitely a big important chair where your Thane is sitting, and then off to the side, off to the left of her, you see what is effectively, I mean, it's not really a pen, but it's like a little area that is cordoned off, very well decorated, very comfortable living space. So when you all head in, you can see first and foremost the Thane. There's more grey in the red than you saw the first time, but that is Thane Lorgita Lightbringer.
Oh, so hot.
And she's as tall as you are, Arlen. And then all of you, perhaps a surprise to the rest of you, perhaps not. Depends on what way you float. You see an animal that is probably as big as a bear. Like this is a big creature. But the most notable feature is the Mahusa fucking horns of the giant goat of Farin, their hold beast.
It's goats.
They are some big horns. This is a big with its
Yes.
own little area of this I mean a large part of the building is the very comfortable and beautifully decorated area for this goat. I don't think Arlen explained to either of you what a whole beast is or how it works, so maybe it's a surprise to you that there's this beautiful area of this building where this woman is that has a goat.
There's a goat.
Yeah,
There's a
and it's
goat.
got
That's
beautiful, like it's got like a headdress that's attached to it, that has like brightly colored tassels. I'm thinking like Colombian or Peruvian style, you know, like the way that they have the ornaments on the nose. Yeah, very that. And it's just straight chilling in the corner doing that, like chewing the cud that they do. Just eating.
I'm
Does
impressed
the
by
beast-
the goat, but I'm more impressed by the Thane.
I mean, yeah, I know. It's you don't know where to look.
Oh, I know what.
I mean, I know it's an amazing goat. Have you seen? Does the goat look healthy, by the way?
There's a goat.
The goat looks very healthy.
I'm gonna take her head, just turn it just a little bit. Look at that beast. Look at that majestic beast.
Look at that mane. Wow. Is this normal to just have a goat in like next to the Thane?
It's not just a goat.
Oh.
It is the goat. The goat of goat, if you will.
Okay. Like
as long as this is our hold beast, as long as our beast is happy, in good health, taken care of, the entire hold is the same. The entire hold will have prosperous hunts, will be happy throughout its lifetime.
Oh.
And right now, look at that. Look at that mane.
I feel like he's been holding her head this entire time. It's like I can look at the goat now myself. Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. Your hands are very big. Just cover the entire head.
I'm sorry. But yes.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you make like offerings to it or like
I'm not sure. I was gonna ask before.
It's less about offerings. You would go and pay it respect. You would go and check in and just make a verbal respect to it. But giving
That's
it offerings, there's people whose job it is basically to just
Take care of the goat.
keep a watch over it. Yeah, but there's an autonomy to the goat. The goat can kind of go where it wants, really, as long as it doesn't get itself into trouble.
We should make my like Sparrowhawk the whole beast of our group.
I mean,
Just saying.
of your own hold, yes, of course, you could definitely do so, but the job's already taken here now, unfortunately.
Oh no, I mean like our own little small group, not.
Oh, absolutely.
I would
That makes a lot of sense.
I would never come in and try to like, oh God, no, please don't assume that I don't want to die.
Okay.
Also, I have a lot of respect for you and your people. Should we bow or
Let's at least go and, I don't want to introduce ourselves, but at least check in person with. Shoot, I forgot the name. What's the thing? Ofare. It's been the same hold beast for how long? That I know of.
Most of your life. I think when you were very young, the whole beast was originally Ofarin's father. And then the most prized of his offspring became the whole beast once he was too old to carry on as your whole beast.
Okay.
But yeah, most of your life it's been Ofarin. They seem to live longer than regular goats, and you're not sure whether it's because they're so fucking huge, whether it's because they're exceptionally well pampered to you, whether there is some magic. I mean, you do believe that your whole beasts are blessed by the gods, so it is entirely possible you believe it is a divine
magical
gift that they
thing.
last so long.
And when a hold beast dies of natural causes, it's not a time of panic going to next. So it's time for this one to go and be with the gods again, and the gods are going to grace us with another hold beast in due time, which will be celebrated in the same fashion.
Okay.
But yes, introductions of sort is due. Usually, it's something very simple that I don't think it cares that much for it, but we have to do it. So naturally, before seeing the Thane, whole beast, because the whole beast is the whole village too.
Takes a village.
And a goat.
It takes a whole beast.
So you approach the area where Ofarin lounges.
Is that any caretakers right now?
I mean, there's a couple of people that are always in here. They don't have to be in there with Ofarin all the time. So there's not necessarily someone in dealing with him at the moment.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to whatever. There's no berries, so it's just there, right?
Oh. No, there's no berries because if Ofarin decided he wanted to go out for a while,
he goes out.
Totally can. Yeah, and you can tell that Ofarin is a he because I don't know if you've ever seen male goats, but
you can tell they're male goats.
Yeah, very
cojones?
much so. Oh, the cojones. Sheep are the same, man. They're like really disproportionate, past the knees. It's ridiculous.
Wow. I did not know this.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Today I learned. Anyways, I will go and simply say good morning, I guess, or afternoon, Ofarin. Nice to see you. Nice to see you in good health.
Just kind of staring at you, just chewing.
Both eyes.
Yeah. And it's weird because it could be that he is just looking at Arlen, but Bella, you feel like he's looking at you too. It's weird. It's like you all feel like he's looking at you.
Because the eyes
just chewing. And because it's Dragon Age, there's always these moments, these beautiful little either Easter egg moments. It's like when you meet the Nug King. It's so farcical. The sense of humor in some of these moments. So staring at you both, and you feel like he's looking into your soul. You feel like there's communication happening, a level of understanding between you and the goat. And the chewing is happening, but all you can really see cinematically is just eyes looking at eyes. And then he lets loose a really loud fart.
That's
And then just goes back to eat some more hay.
That's good.
I'm not sure if it's a good omen or not, but I'm gonna go with it.
It's usually a good thing. It's kind
It
of like,
doesn't smell
sometimes when you,
good.
in certain cultures, when you burp, it shows that you're enjoying the meal. You appreciate what you've been given.
That means they're relaxed around us, so their body is relaxed.
He's relaxed around you. He's given his blessing. You're allowed to stay here. It's like a cat rolling over.
It's a very smelly blessing.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Afine.
It's just
all right.
hay now. But you're free now to go and speak to the Thane now that you've received your blessing.
Okay. I'm going to. Do they seem like they're busy?
A donation.
No, she is super chilling. There's maybe a couple people beside her that are relaxing as well, and she's in light conversation with them, but it seems like from the moment you walked in through the door, she's been watching you, Arlen.
Oh boy.
Just to hold it. Okay.
So I'm going to present myself, and I don't know if it's bowing at, I don't know the actual thing, but I'm going to wing it. I'm going to bow my head. Good afternoon, my Thane.
You've returned to us, Arlen.
Yes, I have. It's been
what manner have you returned?
Sorry. Out of concern for the hold, concern for the people.
And what has concerned you?
The extraordinary happened in the sky.
It does seem the lady in the skies is unhappy.
Yes.
And you thought you would come check on us?
Lend a hand if needed. Be with my people in times of need.
When you left us, it was understood that you had perhaps brought some dishonor to yourself. Is that true? Do you feel you had dishonored yourself?
Yes, I still do. I am still on. I was going to say quest. It doesn't sound like the right word, but I'm still on a search to right that wrong.
Has your search proved fruitful?
Not in the sense you might think, but I have learned more about what happened. And I feel I may have to speak with our ogre in regards to that.
Perhaps she will be of use to you.
She will back out.
Perhaps she will be of use to you.
I am pretty sure that she will be able to guide me toward my goal.
Now that you've seen that we are well, is it your intent to stay or to leave again?
In order to complete my redemption, I will have to leave again. But not I will not leave this place without knowing that everyone is safe and in good hands.
I understand why you left originally. I understand the choice that you made. I did not begrudge it. As Thane, I would ask, while you are here, I want to see you prove that you have earned your honor back. Because without the honor of your hold, I do not believe you will be able to achieve what you wish. I want you to prove yourself. For yourself. Not for me or anyone else. I'm glad you returned.
I'm gonna bow once more. Thank you.
If it had been me deciding whether or not you had lost honor, and whether or not you had a means of earning it back, I wouldn't have sent you away.
I believe I still am able to complete my quest of sword.
Would you prove to me that you are still an honored member of the Frostfang?
Without question.
When you are ready to do so, I want you to return to me and I will present you with a challenge. I believe you've only just arrived here, so I will give you some time to readjust. It's good to have you back.
Thank you. I'm going to arrive and I'll be back very shortly.
When you're ready.
When I'm ready. You can see that he's literally like bouncing on one foot to the other.
Will you introduce me to these newcomers to our hold?
Ah,
I'd like
yes.
to know who I am welcoming into my village.
These are my friends. And I'm going to look at Shanae. I wouldn't say, oh my God, I'm going to fuck this up and I know it. Ah,
Let's say
I can
partner.
see.
Yeah, you can just say partner.
I was going to say life mate, but I'm like, no, that's probably not the right way to introduce her like this.
That's not being, you know, that the way that the Avar do it, she wouldn't be recognized that anyway until you've done them.
Okay.
There's a ritual
Okay.
to make someone your mate.
In that case, knowing that, I'm going to go with partner because it makes more sense. I'm not sure girlfriend is like the right thing to use in the more, I would say traditional, the more official sense. But I'm going to start with Shanae. This is Shanae, my partner. Robin, accomplished smart merchant. Bella, deadly as ever. Faywin,
Ever.
an amazing magician. Magician is that a right word that I would use?
Mage.
Thank you. Mage is more like Houdini.
Put a rabbit out hat, yeah.
Faywin, the amazing mage. Fuck. Sharo. I forgot his role.
Craftsman.
He's the one.
He's the master craftsman.
He's the one who's making the boats.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so he's.
The ships, yeah.
I would definitely say master craftsman. Sparrowhawk. Thank you. The Dragonling. Finch are, well, their stone child. And
Hey.
last but not least, this amazing lady. I'm going to give her a good scruff on the head.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Andrew. I don't know why I blanked out for a second on the name.
Okay.
I
That's
need
fine.
to keep a fucking
All right.
spreadsheet
You
of names.
remember so many names. It's fine.
Did I miss anyone?
Gathering.
No, I think that's all of us this
Yeah,
time
that's all of
around.
us.
Our group changes in size now and then.
Depends where we are.
Yeah, we're down to up one with the dragon, down two without Dara and Magpie. So
Did anybody forget to bring Cheez-Its?
He's not your
Cheez-Its doesn't come with us anywhere. Cheez-Its lives where he lives.
He's the one that gave us Sparrowhawk.
Yeah, well, I purchased.
Well, that's very
Sparrowhawk.
true.
Yes, I did purchase Sparrowhawk. I have the paperwork of not of its pedigree. Did we ever determine if Sparrowhawk was male or female?
reptiles are really young. It's very difficult to tell.
Yeah, and we have to go inside their cloaca to figure it out.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not
till they get a
doing
little
that.
You would know that it's gonna become fairly apparent if it's. Would you guys know this?
It's gonna become apparent with the voice
I don't know
drops.
how.
I purchased like dragon books on the way here.
Then you should have said so. No, it's I don't know how many of you are very well versed in how dragons work, but of a basic knowledge, if Sparrowhawk starts getting big at a fairly decent pace, probably female, because
They're the big
males
ones.
of the species are usually smaller. And just the structure and design and it'll change. Anyway, she kind of nods as you introduce everyone. Fine companions you have gathered, Arlen.
I only travel with the best.
Yeah, we're pretty cool.
Particularly like this this hound. I have known Mabari in my time. Yeah, fierce warriors.
Angela has been by my side since I was a young girl. She's the fiercest warrior I know.
I believe it. I have never seen. She'll point to Finch.
Oh, you know
seen
what?
Anything like? Is it a magical enchantment?
It's well. Please don't call it an it. They or he or them, sort of. We're still figuring out. They have their own agency. Yeah, in a
Right.
sense, there's
Like
some
a soul.
sort of there's some. I would say that Finch does have a soul. I just don't know. I'm not just quite sure where it comes from. The dwarves build them, and we. You know what? I'm not quite sure how it works, but but it's beholden to
She'll
me.
nod to you and then looks to Finch and starts just talking to Finch, being like, "I apologize. Then I have not encountered anyone like you before. I just assumed in how you look it was a construction. But it's lovely to meet you." And she'll smile at Finch. Finch will kind of doesn't know how to hold polite conversations.
Oh, I'll be like Finch, like this, and I will hold like my hand out to who are we talking to, by the way? The Thane, right?
Thane.
Yeah. I will hold my hand out to the Thane, to demonstrate handshakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll hold her hand out, and she'll give it a moment until it looks like they're comfortable, and then we'll reach out and shake their hand.
There we go. Lots of learning, but very.
They're still learning.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Well, it just gets curiouser and curiouser. Well, let me officially recognize you all as guests of the Frostfang's Hold.
Thank you.
You may reside here during your time while Arlen deals with his business. You have the hospitality of my people. I'll make sure that it is known.
Very grateful for that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my thing.
Don't have many spaces big enough to hold you all in the same place, but we'll have a few people that could probably open up some areas.
Split up.
Finch doesn't sleep.
Sheltered area.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He's
for
good
those
at
of you
standing
who do
guard.
we do have a sheltered area if you're used to camping. We could provide space for that if you would rather. Well,
I think we will discuss the amenities situation. At least report back on that one.
Alright.
Your mic is also muted again.
no, it's just not picking up.
Okay.
Are you planning on seeing your father?
Yes. Yes, I am.
That would be wise.
I wouldn't want to avoid him. That would be cowardly.
Do you want to do it alone? Do you want us to
With you.
Yeah. Do I need to kick his knees?
I'll keep
Sorry.
you on backup. I'm pretty
Just
sure.
in case. Knees.
Just in case.
Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha.
She's very good at knee kicking, especially when the knees are at her eye level.
Oh yeah, it's so.
Don't forget
like,
to stretch.
Yeah.
You need to stretch.
I just hiked up a mountain. I am plenty stretched.
Oh yeah, good point.
Plenty limber.
Yeah.
However, I feel like before seeing my father, I would need to see the ogre.
Then you may go and see Erised. If your compatriots wish to go with you, that is more than fine, of course. But should you all need it, you can take respite here. I'll have food provided to you while Arlen has his conversation. Or perhaps you want to go and see the sights. That's your call.
Oh, there's so
Hiking
many sites
up,
in this village.
There are many sights to see, but I'm sorry, but hiking up that mountain really got me hungry.
Of course, we will have some food provided.
Thank you so much. Was there many sights to see here?
Are there
So
any
many
dietary
calories.
requirements? I've learned to ask that.
Oh, that's.
That's beforehand.
I don't have any allergies.
I don't think so. So
oh.
far, I'm not allergic to anything, which is great.
Yeah. The problem is whenever you learn that you're allergic to some kind of food, it's usually too late.
That is very true.
I once saw somebody.
Uh-huh.
No, they're not with us anymore. Yeah.
Well, hopefully you're not allergic to anything. We don't tend to cook with anything complicated here, but feel free to take one of the tables towards the front of this building. I will make sure food is brought to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around. Well, firstly, bow once more, turn around, and lead
He's
the
been
way.
sitting the whole time, by the way. Properly lounging back in her.
Oh, I'm not surprised. They deserve to lounge.
On the way out, I'm just gonna leave a small little sample of hand lotion.
On the way out, Arlen just hears Bella saying to Cheryl, I'm just saying, if we weren't engaged, you know?
We're talking about my Thane, right? Can we not? Can we wait at least
I'm talking about everyone!
Everyone! Oh, yeah.
I make no assumptions that your Thane would be attracted to me. I don't want to do that. I respect her very much, but if she were and I was single,
very true.
Just saying.
Oh, I'm not.
Woo
the fuck out of your thing. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna let you guys handle that one.
I'm not, but I could.
I'm just saying, you could definitely, especially with like the samples. That's always a really good way in for you.
Just, yeah.
Like head massages, like hair treatments. Then it leads to
We all know. Okay, as a
Give
player,
Sarah a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
as a player, I don't want to just go and do my own thing by my own self. As Arlen, I think I would want to see the augur by myself.
It's okay to do that by yourself.
You can do that because we
Absolutely.
can cut back to them doing their thing. Listen, we're
Yeah.
here.
It's okay for your character to have a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, moment will be engaged.
He moves the spotlight to you. Can I answer?
So as we are exiting outside in the cold, I'm going to turn towards Shanae, give her a good old smooch on the forehead because it's the right height. I'm gonna turn to everyone. My hand on her shoulder, just holding her close. I think I'm going to go see the augur by myself. I want to see if they can help me with what I need to do to get my my honor back, the honor of my hold as well.
Of course, whatever you need.
You are all safe here, and I think some of you are pretty.
Oh, I know.
Some of you are gonna get in trouble, and it's okay. I think we've all seen those troubles
I
pass
am an
by.
engaged woman. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Especially you. I'll see if I can work on accommodation for you guys as well. At least I'm not gonna just go and sit with someone for 4 hours on it without accomplishing anything for the group. In the meantime, beer halls this way, and look at the gorgeous view. And I point at Shanae.
She'll give you a shove. It doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
But she'll shove you anyway.
That's all right. I'm going to move.
With a smile. Yeah.
Okay.
But in seriousness, just the whole village, you are guests, and they know that you are guests here. They will accept you as one of their own.
Hey, I trust the word of your thing, and go do your own thing. Go do what you need to do. We'll keep Sinead here. Keep her busy with food and talk and stories about you when you're embarrassing self, and then yeah.
Wait, about me embarrassing myself?
Don't talk to your augur.
But okay.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
Let's see. Hold on a second. If you see someone walking about, I'm trying to just get a picture again so I can just describe. Can you pull in the skull, please? I'm trying to describe.
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Show fire. There you go.
Thank you. If you see a yay tall woman with black hair, I believe either a tattoo or scar on her side, I'm not too sure. Anyways, I'm gonna try to describe her as best I could. Be careful what you say about people. It might become a well-known story afterward.
Not tell her about the time we fought the dragon and won.
That one is okay.
Okay.
That one's okay. That one's gonna be very okay. But anything that could be disparaging toward anyone could be taken as, no, I don't say fact, but could be embellished and used to name someone. And let's say this is Arthur, King of Chamberpot, because of the few times he stepped in one. And it's well known, and that's now his name. He's known as such.
Okay. That's fair.
Also, she might be able to regale you with also other stories.
I do love stories. Okay, well, be careful. We're not going to say anything embarrassing. Maybe.
I knew it. I'm going to kiss Sinead's forehead again. I'll see you guys later. More likely I'll be able to hear where you guys are.
Oh, I can't wait to embarrass somebody.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that. I'm gonna keep walking. This is gonna be great.
It's usually me. I'm gonna embarrass myself, but it's okay. That's actually like endearing, and that's how I get chicks.
That's true.
Like, did I ever tell you the whole reason Dara and I started dating is because I told him I liked rivers?
The what and what?
Oh, no. Like, okay, so, like, Dara decided that I was absolutely perfect because I walked up next to him and go, that's a really nice river. And that's how it started. Yeah, so God knows what I can pick up here in the mountains. Let me go. Ooh, look at that.
It started
snow
with a
cap.
stream as well. Going between Bella and Shiro.
It's like, go find some snow caps and go view them with someone. Anyway, sorry.
That's all Arlen hears as he walks away.
Yeah. So Arlen, to reach your auger, you have to go past the edge of the village and then up a small path that leads you around the side, and it's a pretty dicey path. It's a little tricky during winter times. You just need to know exactly where you're putting your feet, which is why you have to really know this mountain to go back and forth. People who are just visiting the village tend not to come to your auger unless they've got a very specific reason. Eventually, you get to another small clearing, which has the singular round hut in it. The central part of the roof is open as there's like an ever burning fire at the center. Slightly bluish glow to it. And you know your auger. It's still the same auger. Erised Veil Bride. And she is called Veil Bride, you would know, because when she was younger and she was learning how to use her magics, all Avar mages bond with a spirit in the Fade, and that spirit teaches them how to use and control their magics. And then once they feel like they've learned control of their abilities, a ritual is performed to basically detach the spirit from them, so that it doesn't feel like it's a proper being possessed. Now, any lowlanders knowing this would freak the fuck out. Like, even lowlander mages would be a bit freaked out by that, because that's basically becoming possessed. That's exactly what mages try really hard not to do. But your mages trust in the process, and they know how to control it, and anyone who does get out of control, they hold deal with it. Sometimes it means you end up losing your mages because of it, but usually it's a clean process. But in the time of spending with her spirit, Erised felt she had fallen in love with this spirit, and performed the ritual detached from it. But the spirit still lingers close to the hold and will frequently communicate with Erised. So she was called Veil Bride, as she has not yet ever taken a spouse, because she feels bonded to this spirit, and it's a mark of respect. Your clan, your hold, feel particularly proud of her and this story, because that is how Tyrda Brightaxe, the original mother of the Avar, she is the person who started your people, had a relationship with a spirit, an elf-eared. Well, they called it leaf-eared because the spirit took the form of an elf. But it was a spirit, and she fell in love, and she didn't ever take a husband because she was bonded to this spirit. And they believed that spirit became the Lady of the Skies. So the Lady of the Skies god is this spirit that Tyrda Brightaxe was in love with. So it's a bit of a mark of pride that your augur has a similar kind of thing going on.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm all for it.
Yeah. So you enter the hut, and you see Erised is there, just performing some of their own personal daily rituals. And she'll look up as you approach and give a smile. I was not expecting to see you so soon.
You were expecting me.
I knew you would return. Call it a gut instinct.
Your instincts never fail. Do you know why I'm here in your abode?
No. I do not wish to presume. I'd like to hear from you while you are here.
I need help. May I come in?
Of course.
I wipe my feet. All right. I have a bit of a story to impart to you about, I don't know how long it's been, but around X many days, I was transported into what the lowlanders call the Fade, beyond the veil. And while there, I've seen something, whether or not the truth, that I'm not sure, but it concerns what happened to my mother. And I was hoping that perhaps you'd be able to help. I've also had a second encounter of the sort where I was able to perhaps have a bit more recollection as to what I've seen that night. I've had a better picture of the perpetrator that maybe could help me. What I've seen in the Fade was the person who requested the assassin. I've seen money exchange to a person, and then I was able to better visualize that person, but I still need to find out who it was, or who it was.
I see. Come, sit. And you see her start to pull out bundles of drying herbs and flowers and plants that are hanging above this table. Pull certain bits and pop them into a small mortar and pestle. Takes a few scoops of things out of other little jars and grinds up and makes a concoction that she brings over to the fire, and she sits down next to it. Sit by the fire. Are you all right with there being a presence here while we talk?
You are the more competent in handling spirits that I know throughout my life.
As long as you're willing.
Yeah.
And she scoops out and scatters the concoction that she's made onto the fire. And you see the color of the flame shifts slightly in response to the chemical composition. And eventually it just starts to create a smoke that she sits near and sort of directs towards herself. All right. Tell me exactly what you saw as you saw it. Describe everything you feel is important. Feel it inside. Tell me what you saw.
What I've seen was a man of the West in the way he was dressed. He was handing out a sack of coin to a woman. She was human. She was a lowlander. Blue, piercing eyes. Some dark blonde hair. She seemed like her hair were in a tight braid on, I believe, one side. Through her face, on the right side, she had a scar of previous battle. And the last thing that I remember is the tool that was used to. It was a crossbow. Dark as night.
Any markings on it?
I'm going to struggle for a bit. I remember there was some carvings on it, but I don't know how to describe them.
It's all right. Can you draw them, perhaps?
I can definitely try.
Take your time.
I'm gonna take a piece of charcoal.
Revisit and walk through the memory. It'll be easier.
I could close my eyes and using whatever piece of parchment / skin, I'm going to
Sheet of it, yeah.
concentrate and just try to recreate the markings
Okay.
as best I can.
Yeah. You start to draw them. And she's mostly looking at the fire. You feel an impression as if someone is perhaps touching your hand, but you don't see anything doing it. You can only feel the sensation, so it's very odd. Do you go with it or do you resist?
100% committed. I'm going to go with it.
Okay. You start to feel, as you get to an area where you perhaps hesitate and you're not quite sure how to finish a line, you feel the hand move the pressure of yours and start directing it. And it's like it's completing the drawing, completing bits where there's maybe gaps, where you're unsure, perhaps things that are slightly around a corner that you didn't quite see. It seems to just instinctively finish the pattern. And eventually you were left with a design that was along the handled part of the the crossbow. And she'll look up eventually.
I'm going to open my eyes slowly and look at my handiwork.
Yeah, we need the song from Ghost. When they're making the pottery.
All by myself.
So you
Copyright
can
strike.
hand over it, yeah. And she looks at it and she takes a moment and she turns it over. And now that you can see it, what would be upside down from what you'd drawn, you're now seeing something more apparent in the design. And it's I want to say like tribal tattoos, and I don't mean that in a tacky sense. I mean like it's like an impression, not an exact drawing, but an impression using swirls and connected lines. You can see two bird heads facing each other. Not with like a short beak, like a little songbird. Not with a big broad beak, like an eagle or something, like a hoop. These are slightly straighter. Two bird heads.
Do I recognize the bird by any chance, or it's just?
Roll me a cunning roll. It's not going to be massively difficult, but just in case you completely drop the ball on it.
Nature lore?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nature
13.
13. That's enough. Yeah. It could perhaps be a member of the Corvid family, like a magpie or a raven or a crow.
Let's go. The mage from Redcliffe, she speaks to magpies. It was a sign.
I love that. That's right.
It was the cat all along.
Can't wait to talk to Faywin about this.
You.
Okay, when you think about this cat, it's weird, right? Because when you think about it, it was hanging out with Templars. Okay, that's where we found it.
That's right.
Like, don't know if it belonged to the Templars, it belonged to the people, but it was just there. It is unusually tame. Okay, just like hangs the fuck out in a baby swaddle, like, and it's just chill as fuck. And you know what? That's kind of weird for a cat. So
what if?
Guys,
If Magpie is a spirit, I would not be surprised. Is all I'm saying.
Okay. Because I was thinking, this person was paid money to kill your mom and was wearing all black and there was crows on it, that perhaps we were going a different direction there, but
Or that
being a
direction.
spirit, I'm here for it.
Bella knows a lot about crows.
Uh-huh. So, that is what you see. And she kind of nods. Perhaps this will help you on your journey.
Okay. Hold on. Ready to write.
Mm.
I'm sorry. I missed what you said. I was shifting
Oh.
my screen.
No, she just says so that hopefully
Okay.
that helps you on your story.
It will definitely
Gross.
help.
Well,
I have a cat to speak to as well. But that's perhaps unrelated in this case.
okay. Well, I'm glad
Is the
if this has helped you.
is the spirit still here with us?
Yes.
I've heard that the spirit stays with the hold and keeps an eye out.
It does.
Is it possible that they are protecting the hold from what happened in the sky?
No, it is not powerful enough for that. It's been unsettled because of it. The place where it belongs, it's the other side of whatever that is.
I've
It
heard,
belongs where the Lady of the Skies belongs.
right. I've heard that our Thane mention that the way she mentioned the opening in the sky was not necessarily a bad thing, a bad omen.
We're
But-
not sure what to make of it. I have been in talks with Bjorn. You would know that Bjorn is he is a shaman of the Lady of the Skies, so as such, he will often be turned to for matters of spirituality, and is also the one that oversees the sky burials, because when members of your clan die, and also your clan hold beasts, they are taken to the highest point that is possible to access, and left for birds to feast upon
Nature to
corpse
reclaim.
to then take and then they take the body to the Lady of the Skies.
Okay.
So I have been in talks with Bjorn, and we are not sure what this sign is, but it's aggressive. I would perhaps speak to Egret. I believe that some of his hunters have not returned in some time, longer than they should have been away, and well, we believe that perhaps they've been waylaid by whatever threats this is. We've had reports from those who scout out further from the hold that there are holes appearing. Something unpleasant, anyway. And I think he's growing concerned. We have enough food as it is, but as it starts to get colder, normally we have a stock of food, and if we can't get our hunters out right now, we are concerned that we will start to run out of food. If you can help him.
I will definitely go see him.
Those who are more adept at dealing with things in the lowlands might be able to help. And you seem strong now.
Stronger than I
You were
was.
when you left. In many ways.
You were saying it's not simply in physical prowess.
Indeed.
I believe you're right. I will speak with Agra. I'll see if he needs any kind of help. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to get my group perhaps to assist as well. But I'll definitely have to run that by them first. Have you? Do you have more wisdoms for me? I think in this time that is what I need.
I think you coming back home, it's not just about what is in the sky or this mission you feel you're on. You are here for a second chance, a second birth to being a member of the Brussels. Something new entirely. Something stronger than you are, perhaps, but something new.
Right. I see.
You're in a liminal state right now. You were Arlen Aidenson. Right now, you're just Arlen. I wonder what you will become.
I understand. I think it's time for me to go face my father.
Yes. Good luck with it.
Thank you.
I am here if you need to return.
Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for guiding the hold.
My spirit informs me that there's someone with you, traveling with your group, in a sense, and they are very curious about it.
I mean, wait, in a sense, I mean, we have elves, dwarf, a stone. I mean, I was this creature. It's not so derogatory. We have a dragon. Is it one of them that is?
I'm not sure. I would have to see them to know, I suppose. But I'm sure time will tell.
If you ever come by the village while we're here, I'll definitely introduce you to everybody.
Oh, well, maybe come down in the evening then.
Hopefully, we'll still be there. We'll be drinking in festivities of sort.
I look forward to it. Well, go forth, darling. I wish you luck.
Thank you. I'm going to bow my head and exit our palace.
Okay. All right. Is there anything in particular the other two are doing?
Vibing, eating, chilling.
Vibing, eating, chilling. Very good.
Telling embarrassing stories. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we at the or did we make ourselves a camp? Are we like at the longhouse? Like where are we?
you're currently in a another building. It's not the first one you came in when you met the thing, but it's also a long building. There are tables here. There are places for you to eat and drink. You've not yet decided where you were staying. You were told that if you needed to, there would be a few lodgings where a couple of you could maybe stay. They don't have one place big enough for all of you, or they could offer you a sheltered space tucked in against the mountain that you could camp there if you had a tent.
I don't particularly mind camping.
I think we're doing camping.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, that way we're just like not imposing on people's space, like, and their hospitality. I mean,
Imposing a dragon.
imposing a dragon
And
yeah.
Finch on them.
Yeah. I mean, Finch is not very
Just because he's large.
Yeah, and I mean, he would just stay outside anyway. He's pretty good with the whole
that's true.
outside thing. But yeah, still, it's I don't mind camping. Besides, I'm gonna have to smoke some elf fruit at some point. And like, listen, have you ever just hotboxed your tent before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be my plan tonight. It'll help with the breathing and the altitude problem. Just sort of get some blood flowing into my lungs.
You guys can definitely get that sorted while Arlen's having his conversation. I don't know if Arlen, if you head back to them to have a conversation before going to see your dad, I feel like we could, for various reasons, we can call a stop after that. Do you have anything you want to discuss with him before you go?
I was going to make a straight beeline for my father. Try to wrap my things with a bow, but after hearing about the potential fifth passenger with us, I'm gonna go back.
All right. You can start that conversation with them now. I feel like it would be very entertaining to have Faywin here for that conversation.
Me too.
So perhaps after the revelations that you had with the augur, with your tent set up and being ready to hotbox things, as Arlen comes to crest over and inform you what he's just learned, see if you guys know what's going on, we can call that there and have an early stop.
Yeah.
If you mentioned the crows, Bella will definitely be very interesting.
Oh yeah, yes. Like I definitely feel this is a conversation that Faywin should be here.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But yeah, hey everyone, we're ending early. I am developing a migraine as I'm sitting here. Plus, I don't know if y'all have noticed, it doesn't help that there are people roofing. So I might actually leave my house because it might be the best thing for me to do right now, like, when we're done here. So which just means that we will not be back tonight. I've already canceled the Defiant game for tonight, but you can catch us back next week as we will be back with Heartbeats Perfect Sync, Dragon Age, and Defiant. Also, if you're interested in our Discord, please jump in on that. It's a good time at my personal Discord. If Nightbot, also just kind of keep an eye out on my Twitter. I should be launching a Patreon soon to support the first pre-recorded game that some friends and I have been working on. It's myself, our friend Sintaku, my friend Obadiah, my friend Jamie, and my friend Alex from, we're all sort of running a very serious business D&D game in the world of Yggdrasil, which is our homebrew campaign, and we could use sponsors, Patreons, things like that. But yeah, kind of keep an eye out for that soon. I should be launching it before tax season is over. That's the plan. April 16th. Otherwise, everyone else, where can we find you on the internet? What you doing in the next 7 days? That good stuff.
Is it GM first?
It's Alex first.
Alex first.
All right. Well, a great time tonight. Tonight. I had a great time this afternoon with y'all. And you'll be able to find me on the interweb at _Gambit on the Twitter. And you'll see me here next week for more revelations.
Yeah, I'm so
Can't wait.
excited. I legitimately am.
Me too.
Hi everyone, my name's Satan, or Elizabeth on the internet. You can find me in a lot of stuff. Tomorrow morning, Hype Goblin. Wednesdays over at my friend's channel, Ojitoko, we're playing Chris Strahd. And not this Thursday, but the next Thursday over at Ender Adventure channel as we finish our one. As we finish a small campaign over there, so it'll be the last session. But you can follow me on Twitter as well. It's right up there. With two P's, Elizabeth with two P's. I do actually do art. In case you're wondering, and I will be opening commissions soon for weapons and magic items. There's a pinned post on my Twitter with examples of what I did, and one of them is a commission I did for our lovely GM Emma for one of their characters. So yeah, if you want to check that out, keep an eye out, and I'll be opening commissions for that soon because I'm a broke artist.
Fair.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma, humbly on the internet, and you can find me here every Saturday running this game, and that's all. Let's say hey on Twitter.
Yeah. All right. I think with that we will do. They're not doing a raid. That's okay. We're actually gonna go over and say hello to my local friend, Janosuke. He is just a real life human being that I know. And he's playing Lost Ark as the tabletop RPGs are kind of sparse right now, or the ones that are accepting raids are. But yeah, we will see you next week, and thank you for coming. Bye.